Maybe I got hit by a car. Maybe I'm in heaven or in hell. I can't really tell. Seems I'm falling into space. It was a beautiful Sunday. We had been to church. The service was great. I was so excited that my chest couldn't contain my heartbeat, and I had difficulties in staying on spot. It was Princess Cindy's birthday, and Dad was coming home from 4 years away. I could hear the angels sing for me. Yes, my name is Cindy, but Dad calls me Princess Cindy. Before we continue with the story, do not forget to click on the notification button in order to get notified at every new video posted. May God bless you. I had butterflies in my stomach. A million things ran through my mind. His compliments, his hugs, his stories, and the best, his gift. The guests had started arriving, and Dad's wife was busy welcoming them with her fake smile as usual. Yeah, I prefer calling her that way, since she never triggered that feeling of affection in me. Ever since Dad traveled for his mission, my birthdays were not different from ordinary days. I really felt bad. Funny enough, he worked for Doctors Without Borders, and he knew me without any border. He was my support system, the mender of my soul. In fact, we were a tag team. Him, Mom, and I, till she died. But as Dad always said, God loved her more, and Dad almost filled her space in my life. As I stood at the window, our past memories swept through my mind and blew a cold wind. But a knock at the door brought me back to reality. On opening the door, I saw two men whom I didn't recognize, and just thought to myself, they should be part of the guests. They asked to see my mom, and when she showed up, they walked out to talk privately. A few minutes later, I got a loud noise, then ran out and found her seated on the floor, screaming. The look I saw on their faces was a mixture of fear, pity, and confusion. The same look the doctors gave me when Mom didn't wake up after her heart surgery. I got it. Life had given me a kiss from Judas again without giving me a chance to prepare for it. I ran to my room, ignoring all the calls from Dad's wife. In a hurry, I took my ID card, picked some random stuff alongside my phone, and left the house through the back door. I rang my friend's phone twice, and she didn't pick up. I wasn't surprised. She was never by her phone. I then thought of Rob, a guy in my class who was ready to give his life for me. I didn't really know what he implied each time he said those words. Anyways, I just needed to get away from home. Rob lived with his grandfather, so he was almost independent. I immediately rang his number. He picked up and sounded so excited when he discovered it was me on the other line. "Hey Rob, it's Cindy." I stammered with tears full in my eyes. "Can I come to your place?" "Cindy? Oh, Cindy, of course. Yes, where are you? Should I come get you?" His excitement was so weird to me. "It's okay, I will find my way." I hung up and stopped a cab. On getting to his place, he was already in front of the gate waiting for me. He wore his most beautiful smile as I dropped from the cab, and he rushed to collect my bag. "Why are you crying?" he asked with a very sad look. I just ignored him and walked in as if it were my house. He led me to his room and I asked for painkillers. After I took them, I fell asleep. When I woke up a few hours later, 3 of his friends were in the garden discussing with him. They were trying to invite him to a big party in one of these houses since their parents had traveled. He refused, saying he had to stay with me since I wasn't feeling well. "I am coming with you guys," I said as I walked towards them. They all turned around, astonished. "But Cindy, I think it's better you go home if you feel better now. I know your stepmom really makes life hard for you, but please, I don't want to get in trouble with your—" "Stop!" I shouted before he could finish with the word Dad. All the memories ran through my mind again. He will never come looking for me again. He is gone. My dad betrayed me. I spoke with so much anger and pain in my voice. What? Your dad left your stepmom and you? He is dead. Jesus! They all screamed in shock. We are so sorry, Cindy. I don't need your pity, I said, wiping off my tears. If you want to help me, make me forget everything. That was how we all went to the party, and while there, I met a new group of guys. They were cool. They made me taste new drinks and some stuff they called glory pills. When I swallowed them, under a few minutes, I felt like an angel. Everything around me was so beautiful. I felt so merry. Indeed, I was swimming in glory. I really loved the moment. I danced more and really wished the night could last forever. Rob and his friends came and tried to take me away, and I told them I wanted to stay with my new friends. They tried to force me, so my friends said we could go and continue our party elsewhere. I followed them with their car and we drove off. And that was how I spent 4 years of my life on alcohol, drugs, and sexual immorality. We made sure no babies would see the world through us. Our paradise was limited just for us. To me, it was the best of lives. We drove to our parties every time. The ladies seduced some men around and the guys did same with girls. And we had our way to free drinks and drugs, and of course, we never forgot to carry home memories, or rather I'll say, steal from our host. We never really ate much. We just made sure we had enough alcohol, herbs, and pills. Our motto was, life is short, live it to the fullest. One night after we had gotten to the climax of enjoyment, we got into our car as usual, singing to the top of our voices. And of course, driving at the highest of speed. We were one with the wind. Life was at its best. Suddenly, I heard a loud noise and saw a very shiny light. Then saw my parents calling me in tears. Mom, Dad, you were here, I stammered. My baby, we love you, but God loves you more than you can ever imagine. He has wonderful plans for you. Don't spoil your future, please, they said and started moving away. Mom, Dad, no, don't leave me again. Calm down, my dear. I faintly opened my eyes and I was lying in a hospital bed with a group of people around me. I recognized just a lady my dad had shown me on a picture as his mother. They had split because of his decision to marry my mom, who was from another tribe. Tears were running down her cheeks, and she took me in her arms. I was told we had an accident, and our car was found in the deepest valley along the road 2 days later. All my 8 friends died, and I alone survived. As for my dad's wife, she got married to another man just 6 months after my dad died. After 3 months of intensive care in the hospital, during which my grandmother spoke to me daily about God's love and wonderful promises for me, it really got me ashamed, and I asked if that same God could give me a chance and take me back. She said yes, and that was the happiest day in my life as I accepted Christ.